Hey guys, welcome back. Leslie Little for Dummies, Sean, of course. CO2 power test today. This marker is TMC, is set to what I believe is maximum velocity. That's an unknown at this point because I don't know exactly how much of the transfer port this set screw is blocking. So till I open it up, won't exactly know if I've reached to that point, but I'm comfortable where it is. And if I threaded it anymore, it'd be kind of unsightly, be sticking out of the marker. And if that is the case later on, we're gonna get a shorter set screw there. So first, we're gonna use the same projectiles we did yesterday. I'm gonna start with 3.7 gram, not those ones. No, it was those ones. 3.7 gram riot balls. We're gonna start with a 12 gram. Did I say that already? Probably did. And see what kind of velocities we reach. With this pretty much, it is all stock marker with just the velocity adjusted. Trying to recall what I was shooting yesterday with 3.7 grams. With max velocity, I think was 292. I think that was the highest yesterday. So, we're going for higher velocity, and I'm curious about the shot count on this 12 gram. On a standard blow back marker, blow forward marker. Now that I think about it, I think I misspoke when I actually mentioned this marker yesterday. In any case, this is a blow back marker, so it actually uses air to reset the bolt, as opposed to a blow forward marker, which blows all its air forward and uses a spring to reset the bolt. And blow forwards have a tendency to be more powerful, and that's because they are not wasting air in the rearward position. So there's that. So hopefully somebody probably picked up on that. But in any case, let's charge it up. Crack the 12 gram. That was it. She's good. Safety glasses. Safety glasses. There they are. Okay, and we want 3.7 gram. I can tell these because they're kind of shiny. Oh, we lost the ball. This was the factory detent in here. I have some upgraded Tippmann detents that are a little bit tougher, so I'll probably do that first. But let's just start shooting. So there's only 17 in here now. Whoa! See? CO2 shoots hotter. Tippmann designed these markers, CO2 first. And here is the perfect example why. I had a comment yesterday regarding my Byrna shoots 5 joules faster or harder, however you want to look at it. My response is there's never any hate directed towards anybody. It's about education. Byrna markets their markers using CO2, much like how Tippmann designed them. And they just shoot faster on CO2. Hey. These little balls are going all over the place. That shot was about the same as I was getting on very low pressure air yesterday. And that was the last one. So pardon me while I retrieve my balls, and then I will get to the Grimbergs. I don't expect them. There's obviously going to be a warm-up period here in between while I'm searching for my balls. I don't expect to get a very hot shot on these, so at this point, I'm looking at shot count. All right, I found most of them, so that was the empty mag. Jewel V2s, 8 grams. It's only been, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes. So it didn't really warm up that much. I think I'll chrono just maybe 3, and then I'll just fire off the mag and see how many shots we get. .176, so that's pretty much exactly what I was shooting yesterday at 725 PSI output on HBA. I think 12 grams almost dead. Oh yeah, it's dead. That's 3 shots. It's kind of weird now because I don't have the butt stock. If you look, it's really short with that guy on there. So 4, 5, 6, and I think that was the last one. It kind of stuttered there. That was it. So 6, got 6 shots. Plus 17 on the last one, so 23 shots total on a 12 gram, set to max velocity. Now, granted, they weren't all flying very fast. The first magazine did really well. That second one was meh. So we'll just wipe that magazine. I would say, I mean, you get a pretty good strong mag on one single 12 gram in its factory form, with the velocity turned up. Those balls are sloppy in this barrel. Unfortunately, I don't have enough Byrna kinetics to load up a magazine, which is why I'm not using those. For you Byrna fans out there, they are slightly larger and they will and do fit this barrel much better than those 3.7 grams that I am shooting now. But they're only, my Byrna kinetics are only 2.9 grams, and I know if you're buying them in those containers, people have been measuring them at 3, and they are 3, but the ones that are included in your kit are 2.9, so I'm not sure what's going on there. So make sure you check your balls, weigh your balls before you shoot them. All right, let's I'm gonna try a 90 gram in here, see what if it does any better. I don't expect it will. This TMC performs much like at least I think it's going to perform much like my Spider. This Spider on a 12 gram or a 90 gram shoots exactly the same. Unlike, you know, if you stuff a 90 gram into a Umarex marker, your velocity goes way up. It has that large chamber that can accept liquid CO2, whereas these markers do a very good job of filtering that out. The main reason for that is all these pathways. So these transfer tubes that they have here, and it kind of snakes through the marker, do a very good job of mitigating liquid CO2 and making them very efficient. So that's why you don't see an increase, but let's test it. All right, 90 gram test, and in between actually me filming this, a question came up regarding the Defender that the MCS sells. Now, the Defender is the TMC Elite, but it includes MCS's on-off that is designed for a 90 gram, like you see here. This is a 90 gram CO2. I don't have any experience with the MCS on-off, but it looks a lot like some of these, like an offshore on-off that I have here. And the difference being that type of on-off, and this one here is what I use, this pepper ball. The difference between those and say a GOG. This GOG is a brilliant on-off. It works awesome. But it has a bunch of O-rings inside that do not like to be sealed against CO2 for very long. My understanding of this is it has more mechanical seal inside, which is much more reliable for CO2. If I was going to say anything, get the pepper ball one. It's the one I have experience with. You can get these at Ann's Gear. Aside from my gauge stopped working, a couple weeks ago, this has held pressure for a very extended period of time. Let's load her in there. I don't know how much is left in here because when I was testing with this exact bottle here, I did have some mishaps with my M17. So I don't know how much CO2 remains, but we will give it our darndest. 3.7 gram rye balls. Oh, let's hear this guy out. Curious as if we're going to drop a ball this time like it did the first time there. So it's just a twist on off. It aired fine. I didn't have any balls in, obviously, so I wasn't going to drop one. $256. Seems really low, and I'm guessing that this tank is probably very much depleted, guys. I'm kind of bummed on that. I really wanted to demonstrate if 248. Yeah, I think this is done. I really want to demonstrate if this provided any more power over a 12 gram. My intuition says no. My experience says no. Based on how this marker performed against my Spider, I don't think using a larger CO2 will give you any more performance. It will, however, extend your shot count. I'm not going to bother chronoing these. I really just want to test my meat curtains. There was not much left in that. Hear that? That CO2 is dead. Bummer, 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 bummer. Just so we're on the same page. It's on. And it's empty. And could I do this if it was empty? No. Well, there you have it. CO2 TMC performs much better then at least the HPI tested. Now, I probably should test the 1100, and I promised you I would. But it might be too early to be setting that kind of pressure through this. I want to break this marker in a little bit. I want to be fair to it. I've done things like that before and spoiled the party too soon. And I am really having lots of fun with this guy, so it's a change of pace for sure. It's a change of pace for sure. So hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe.